Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the class of 2020, we are so happy for you to be a part of our virtual graduation ceremony this evening. Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I would now like to introduce graduating senior Mark Williams, who will be playing the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you, Mark. Will you please join me in welcoming Megan O'Loughlin, who will provide further introductions for this evening.
During a typical graduation ceremony, I would take this time to introduce special guests in our audience, members of our advisory board and local school council. Despite the fact that we aren't able to gather in person, we would still like to acknowledge the immense support our school receives from you. Throughout the year, you provided educational opportunities for my classmates and I. Now in this unprecedented time, many of you have supported us through scholarship donations. We appreciate your dedication to our future as we venture into the world of colleges and careers. Thank you again for all you have done. I would now like to introduce our class salutatorian, Jillian Zika.
Good afternoon. Welcome family, friends, faculty, and graduates to the class of 2020 graduation ceremony. Although it may come in an untraditional form, this is a day we've all looked forward to since we began as freshmen. Much like the ceremony, this year has been unconventional with our lovely fall break sponsored by the teacher strike and the last semester of high school going virtual. Despite these challenges, our class has powered through and made the best of these situations. This will only make us stronger in future endeavors. During our 4 years at Chicago Ag, we have developed skills that allowed us to be successful in high school and continue to be in our next chapter. Additionally, it provided us opportunities that opened our eyes to new cultures through foreign exchanges and new career paths through summer programs. These experiences have shown us everything the world has to offer. Furthermore, they gave us the ability to make long-lasting friendships that we will cherish forever. I am fully confident that whatever adventure you decide to embark on, these occurrences will only pave the way. To our teachers, thank you for the support and guidance you have provided us during everything we have been through, both good and bad. Thank you for making class exciting and finding innovative ways to keep us intrigued, which I'm sure was not easy. To our parents, thank you for all the long nights helping us with projects and giving us motivation when all you wanted to do was give up. Thank you for teaching us that no dream was too big, and with hard work and persistence, anything is possible. To all the graduates, my classmates, I want to say congratulations. You all have made these last 4 years more memorable than I could have ever imagined. I wish you all the best in your plans in the fall. I hope the lessons you have learned will allow you to overcome the challenges you may face and that the memories you have created will be ones that you look back on for many years to come. I look forward to seeing you all accomplish your goals. I now have the pleasure of introducing two of the most hardworking and dedicated people who are always there to lend a helping hand. Please welcome my two close friends and the class of 2020 valedictorians, Athalia Reyes and Helen Satsu.
4 years ago, we were freshmen at Chicago Ed. We were nervous for our first high school classes, but excited to meet new people, gain new friends, and become active in our favorite activities. We came in with probably not the greatest first impression, but with passion in our hearts. We encountered many struggles, happiness, and random moments that occurred during the 4 years of our high school life. I believe we will forever remember all the times Mr. McDowell cracked open a Pepsi,
breaking glass during one of Mr. Collins' labs,
the minor incidents with the Chromebook carts,
SpongeBob jokes in Mrs. Reynolds' class,
breaking the animal science doors,
drama class with the substitute teacher,
Mr. Freiberg's bright personality and advice,
fun activities we did with the foreign exchange students,
and so many more. While we made some of our teachers angry and frustrated and built quite a reputation for ourselves, we slowly defied the expectations placed upon us and proved ourselves. And I know nobody wanted to end our senior year this way. We came into this school year more pumped than ever. Who would have thought that 2020 had so much in store for us?
No one expected by the end of it we would be hoarding toilet paper,
making masks out of fabric and rubber bands,
wearing our prom attire at home,
switching to online school,
and watching our country and world unravel into mayhem. It's not the ending we wanted, and it's not the ending anyone deserves. However, we must move forward with a new light and motivation. Instead of thinking about how disappointing this year was, think about the new skills and opportunities we had during this time. Many of us took the time to brush up on our cooking and baking skills,
find new ways to stay active,
and communicate with people through a screen.
We navigated through online schoolwork,
easing the transition from in-person to online,
figuring out how to use Zoom and Google Meets,
and how to balance relaxation and school while at home. Our situation was not the prettiest, but let this be one part of our success story. Let's be the class that not only goes on to do amazing things, but leaves a legacy for others to follow. Let's help to solve global issues, feed 9 billion people, and fight for a change. Let's etch our names into new history books for next generations to learn and know about. We have always been a class full of surprises, but let's be a class that continues to defy logic and make the impossible possible.
At this time, we would like to present Alejandro Arellano and Catherine Gaskin, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Good evening. I am pleased to introduce our commencement speaker for 2020. Marcus Schulman is president of the Eli's Cheesecake Company, one of the country's largest specialty cheesecake and dessert bakeries located on the northwest side of Chicago. The cheesecake was a dream of Mark's father, famous Chicago restaurant owner Eli Schulman, who created this signature dessert for his legendary restaurant, Eli's The Place for Steak, and made its first public debut in the First Taste of Chicago in 1980. Eli's Cheesecake was named Top 10 Chicago Food Icon by its 150th commemorative issue in the Chicago Tribune. Mr. Schulman and Eli's are committed to promoting educational opportunities and career opportunities through its partnership with Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences. And Mr. Sherman serves as a co-chair of the Business Advisory Board for CHAZ and served this year on the Leadership Council and co-chair of the Education Innovation Committee for Farm, Illinois. Eli's is also very involved in supporting programs for people with disabilities, such as the Jacqueline Bond High School and the New Horizons Center for the Developmentally Disabled.
Mr. Shulman is a past president of the Magnificent Mile Association and was the founding chairman of the Mag Mile Lights Festival. He currently serves on the board of the Illinois Council on Economic Education, Northwestern Memorial Hospital, the Lincoln Academy, and the Happiness Club. He was also a co-chair of the Seneca Park/Eli M. Shulman Playground Committee, which created a playground in Eli's memory. Mr. Shulman received the Hall of Fame award from the Chicago Food Service Marketing Club in 2005, particularly significant as Shulman's father was the recipient of the award 17 years before. He was also a scholar in residence at the University of Denver and received the Distinguished Entrepreneur Award from Northwestern University Law School. He was named to the Chicago Area Entrepreneurs Hall of Fame in 2009. Mr. Shulman is a graduate of Northwestern University Law School and the University of Denver. He and his wife Maureen have 3 grown children and live on the near north side of Chicago. Graduates, faculty, families, and guests, please join me in welcoming Mr. Mark Shulman.
On behalf of the 50 members of the Business Advisory Council for the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences and all of us at Eli's Cheesecake, I want to congratulate you on this most unusual graduation day, for all you've achieved at your 4 years at Chaz, and for all you're going to be able to do in society. I love Chaz graduation. For the past 20 years, I've been fortunate, along with my co-chair of the Advisory Council, Judge Roy Shalaby, to get dressed in cap and gown, to attend the ceremony, and then to shake each of your hands, each of the graduates' hands as they came across the stage. This year I can't do it, but I certainly wish you the best, and we're very happy that each of you went home with a celebratory Eli's Cheesecake with Chaz colors after you participated in your drive-through graduation ceremony. On Saturday night, I had the opportunity to watch the FFA banquet video and see all that you were able to achieve this year. What is so great about your class is that, yes, so many events were lost, but look at what you've achieved, that over 3.5 years. And more importantly, the relationships that you've developed and friendships. And those are really indestructible, and those are so meaningful right now. I was fortunate to visit Chaz twice in this semester. The first was for Job Shadow Day with Dr. Aletha Maybank, the head of equity at the American Medical Association. Thinking back to February, to having a physician who worked in public health and who worked in serving minorities and whose goal was to bring equity to all physicians. What perfect timing. The one message I got from Dr. Maybank after her tour of the school and meeting so many of you was, these are the leaders who are going to make a difference in the future. And I'd say, as you look at the events of the last 3 months, your leadership, your dedication, and your opportunities are so important. The second time I visited the school was in mid-February when Janice Jackson and her entourage came out for the opening of the Therapeutic Riding Center. This is the first time that Janice Jackson, the CEO of CPS, had been to the school, and she was scheduled to take a very quick 10-minute tour of the school and then come out to the actual dedication. That 10-minute quick tour turned into an hour, and walking with Mr. Hook and seeing her talk to so many students and taking the time to learn about what you've achieved at the school was really phenomenal. It meant so much to me that Dr. Jackson, in her remarks at the opening of the barn, commented to me, Mark, you've told me for so long what a special place this was, and now I see what these students are possible. The class of 2020 at the Ag School is a tremendous class. You've survived so much, you've achieved so much, and I just wish you the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Hi, good afternoon, students, parents, teachers, staff, community members. This is never a way I thought we'd ever say goodbye and congratulations, but this year it's a different reality. I want to be brief as I always am, but I also want to recognize the class of 2020. This class is unlike any other class I've ever had. 13th graduation here at Chicago Ag, and this class is unlike any other. I don't want you forever to be defined as the class of 2020 that survived the COVID and the unrest that we're dealing with right now. I want you to be defined by your accomplishments, and they've been great. To see you grow from freshmen when you came here to graduating seniors, in spite of all the turmoil that you've had to go through, is even a larger accomplishment on your behalf. I'm very, very proud of you. I want you to be defined by what you've done, and that will help define what you're going to be able to do in life. Again, this is not an easy time for you, but again, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as they say. And I'm very proud to have been your principal over these last 4 years, and I'm very hopeful that you're all going to go on and do great things. I'm very sure of that. And again, I just want you to leave here with fond memories of your class, your classmates, and go on to bigger and brighter things in college, in your careers, in your families, in your lives, and make a difference in life. You all have that capability. Again, thank you. Congratulations. I'm very proud of all of you. You've accomplished immense things with immense adversity. So thank you very much, and a very, very big congratulations. You'll be missed. And again, not the way we wanted to say goodbye, but good luck. Without further ado, let me introduce Ms. Pointer for the rewarding of diplomas. Thank you.
On behalf of the faculty and administration of the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences, as authorized by the Chicago Public Schools, I hereby declare these candidates have met the requirements for graduation. I am pleased to announce the awarding of the diplomas to the class of 2020. I would like to introduce Mr. Samer Abdallah, Senior Counselor, who will introduce the top 10 graduates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am proud to introduce the top 10 seniors of the historic class of 2020.
Athalia Reyes, Helen Satsu, Jillian Zika, Caitlin Langowski, Megan O'Laughlin, Alejandro Ariano, Catherine Gaskin, Liliana Ramiro, Rebecca Bischoff, Gabrielle Ranks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors of the Agricultural Finance and Economics pathway.
Alyssa Alvarez, Ashley Alvarez, Colin Belpedio, Jada Butler, Lauren Canedo, Brendan Colton, Tia Clark, Naya Davidson, Stephanie Doyle, Savion Folks, Melvin Griffith, Giannina Jimenez, Avery Jones, Gavin Jones, Michael Lehman, Timothy Moore, Joan Marie Morris, Bridget Norris, Genesis Pearson, Zenaida Rivera, Jaime Santiago, Joshua St. Pro, Angel Stewart, Miles Taylor, Zion Thomas, Charles Vandeveld, Christopher Villarreal,
Thank you. I would like to introduce Mr. Maxwell Williquit, the instructor of the Agricultural Mechanics and Technology pathway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors of the Agricultural Mechanics and Technology pathway. Marshana Butler, Brandon Colton, Kaylin Davis, Tyler Jala, Quinshawn Harris, Miguel Hernandez, Jaden House, Michael Jackson, Corey Jones, Elijah Jones, Isaiah Jones, Julian Jones, Kelly Kane, Rakan Kawar, Sarah Kolinsky, Joshua Mangan, Scarlett Marciniak, Frank Miglieri, Terrence Noonan, Essence Roberson, Azrael Shanahan, Robert Sutton, Donald Tishy, Mia Tinajero, Evie Ventura, Jarvis Williams. I would like to introduce Ms. Catherine McMahon, instructor of the Animal Sciences pathway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of the Animal Science pathway.
Natalia Arevalo, Justine Bietti, Brianna Bradley, Marcus Crawley, Michael Cupciati, Daniel Davenport, Jalen Ivy, Julius Jones, Madeline Colasa, Sean McDonald, Michaela McFadden, Madeline Miller, Kylan Norwood, Maya Nuno, Matthew O'Loughlin, Meadow Oldblack, Tara Quinn, Natalie Reyes, Devin Shaughnessy, Archinetta Simpson, Imani Spearman, Matthew Turnbull, Donovan Williams.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Mrs. Julie Reynolds, instructor of the Biotechnology and Agriculture pathway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors of the Biotechnology and Agriculture pathway.
Kayla Cobb, Jalen Crenshaw, Dennis Curtin, Christian Davenport, Morgan Fryson, Zachary Hardaway, Isabella Hernandez, Jacob Hernandez, Nathan Martin, Aldo Mateus, Melody Mendoza, Nizar Muhammad, Naja Murphy, Michael Opitz, Jackson Picars, Alexander Sutucci, Brian Williams,
I would like to introduce Miss Alexandria Pledger, the instructor of the Food Science and Technology pathway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors of the Food Science and Technology pathway. Amaya Butler, Amaya Davis, Divine Davis, Kendrick Davis, Carly Frame, William Gearing, Maya Green, Angel Johnson, Darius Kennerson, Majore Knight, Kenyon Marshall, Brian Martin, Violetta Martinez, Angel McCarran, Mary O'Gorman, Elena Pausienza, Dejan Robertson, Emilian Smith, Demika Tyler, Andrea Villapando, Abigail Vogel, Lily Volz, Mark Williams, Caroline Winters, Itzel Zaragoza. I would like to introduce Ms. Brittany Keith, instructor of horticulture and landscape design pathway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors of of the Horticultural Landscape Design Pathway.
Melissa Amador, Kira Beverly, Julia Blaney, Alexander Cardenas, Kanaya Dockery, Sarah Glover, Thaddeus Gochi, Anthony Gonzalez, Brian Hearns, Esmeralda Hernandez, Michael Johnson, Jarrell Jones, Kiana Little, Jessica Marquez, Riley Migliori, Austin Nuzzo, Haley Polak, David Rangel, Chrysalis Ruiz, Jesus Ruiz, Rory Salisbury, Robert Shoup, Cade Stepanik, Taekwon Tyus, Kelsey Walker, Lillian Wilmington, Randy Wolnikowski.
Good evening, graduates. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Illinois and the Chicago Board of Education, I do hereby confer upon each of you the diploma for which you have qualified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Kara O'Shea to offer the tassel turning instructions.
It's almost time to move your tassels from the right side to the left side to signify your graduation. If you ever forget which side your tassel goes on, remember that you wear it on the left side over your heart to remind you of your alma mater. Graduates, please rise. Move your tassels from right to left. Now face your audience and receive their applause.